This is DMG from 70 System and welcome to World Building Wednesday. And in this video we continue with the progress that we've been going from small to big. We're going to start really small in our world building, and this one is about power generation. So if you're enjoying these videos, consider supporting me on patreon.com/70system. Click the bell next to the subscribe button in order to receive notification of when these videos come out. And click the like button, share it with your friends. Power generation. So it's very important that whatever your populace is doing, they're generating power through some means. Whether this is chopping down trees for wood, sucking oil out of the ground, or they are using nuclear fusion or fission. Every little society requires power of some kind. So it's very important to determine what this power is. How are they storing it? How are they gathering it? How are they rationing it? All these sort of things are very important to consider for when you are actually world building this microcosm of the universe that eventually you're putting together. Obviously, this depends on the technological level of the populace that you're dealing with. You're not going to have nuclear reactors in a medieval hamlet. Well, you could, and if you're some kind of secret Star Trek type people hanging around in a cave outside, possibly. Why is this important? Because one of the fundamental things of most storytelling is when the power goes out, when you run out of power. That's when society starts to fall apart. When you run out of water and food, you can always go somewhere else and find water and food, but power is very important, because we are only ever 2 days away from complete barbarism, or 20 minutes, depends on where you live, if barbarism is the local mall. So when you're thinking about power, you're also thinking about how is it supplied, who controls it. All these kind of things will start to come into play, because in later videos we're going to talk about how there is an actual human social power or orc social power structure within your little microcosm you've created. Because there is economic power, political power, social power, and all these sort of things that come into it as well. But this is actual power generation. What are you burning to keep the lights on? In a medieval fantasy type setting, of course, there's a limit to what you can include here. They may be using magical power, they may just be using wood, or they may be using coal, oil, or tied up a dragon. Somehow they are generating power to power their mills, to till their lands, and to keep warm during the winter months. Because that's what you need to think about. When winter comes around, what are they doing? Are they just huddling around close together to keep warm, or are they going to start burning stuff? If you're flying around in space, it doesn't really make much difference, because there are no seasons in space. Well, there shouldn't be. So power generation is very important because it ties into the next few videos we're going to talk about, which is transport and trade and logistics, and then eventually industry and commerce. So this all stems from power as well as from the resources that we talked about in the previous video. So thank you for joining me. If you like this video, click the like button, and I will see you in the next World Building Wednesday.